What was London like?
Unbelievable. It was one of the best experiences of our lives. We got to go and hang out for 5 days, schmooze around with celebs and superstar musicians. They treated us like rock royalty. It was awesome. We played a show for they said about 60,000 people. So it was,
what kind of energy is that like, having 60,000 people out there?
well, at first it's extraordinarily nerve-wracking. We looked behind the curtain and saw them before we walked out on the stage, and then when we got going, these guys just started going crazy and we felt right at home. It was awesome.
I say go crazy. Were you guys playing a little fast or what?
You know, the first song might have been a hair fast, but after that we settled down and played a nice groove. You know, just there was so much adrenaline, and it's hard not to act like a complete maniac out there.
We told Nate to hit the drums as hard as he can.
And he did. He did.
And so, how did the crowd react to you guys?
Pretty well, I think.
Yeah, surprisingly awesome. Like we've been told for a long time that the British fans of rock and roll are very warm and accepting of new music, and couldn't have been more true. We finished our first song and the crowd went crazy. You know, you're always a little bit nervous for what the crowd reaction is going to be after the first song. And the first song went by, people were screaming, clapping, jumping around. It was awesome.
And what was your set list? How many songs did you play?
Played 6 songs,
Yeah.
6 original songs. A couple new ones that are not on any of our previous albums that we're debuting on our next album, and then 4 songs that are on our last album. So
Yeah.
And nothing from Hooked on Phonics?
No. No. Nothing from the old days. Still love those songs, but I think it's important when at this point we're trying to find label support and trying to put a good team around us. You're always moving forward.
Yeah. And so who are some of the people you got to meet?
We spent some time talking to Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine and Audio Slave, and that was awesome. He was super cool, took some time to talk to us, hung out with Robert Randolph.
Bought us a bunch of shots.
Yeah.
So I had Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
I gave a what's up to Max Weinberg, which was really cool for me. I was looking forward to that.
We stood next to Jimmy Page, but I couldn't work up the courage to say anything, actually.
None of us had the guts to
He's looking
talk
pretty.
to him.
He's looking pretty frail. He's looking pretty old.
We were standing right there, like, what do we say to the guy? And everybody was like,
What can I say that will enrich this guy's life?
No idea.
And so, you mentioned something about the next album. Are you writing songs for that, or what's happening?
Got probably 6 or 7 songs ready to go for that album, so we're going to get in there and start recording it hopefully very soon. Record it within a year, or less than a year, hopefully 6 months or so.
Yeah, we're going to try to probably do an EP first, maybe 4 or 5 songs, so we can get some label support behind us, get a little bit of money and get on the road, and then get back in the studio almost right away and do another one. That way, if we end up signing to a major label, we can put a full-length record out.
Adam, where'd you guys get your wardrobe for London? I saw you were dressed pretty snazzy over there. Did you have the...
I had the hat and bow tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a friend that works at the mall, and yeah, got two shirts. I don't usually spend money on dress shirts, but I was like, hey, I'm gonna go all out, and you know.
I got my
a couple new shirts and a tie, so.
I got my stuff in London. I was wandering around. I don't even have any idea how much it costs because everything's in pounds and I don't know what the conversion rate is. So my bow tie was like 21 pounds, which I don't know what that is.
Probably about
35 bucks. Whatever.
I got all my stuff at the thrift store. I had like the black shirt I was wearing is like an old Navy issue shirt, and then I found a British flag hanky kind of thing that I wore. So that would be a nice tribute because, you know, as soon as we got there, everybody was real welcoming to us. So I figured I'd send some love out to the Brits.
Adam, what was your favorite experience over in London?
Oh man, trying to narrow it down. Let's see. Chris Cornell was definitely one of the guys that starstruck me the most. Just seeing him.
Soundgarden and then set rock too.
Yeah. And then probably Paul Simon's set. That was probably my favorite set. So yeah.
Yeah, he did Graceland cover to cover.
Oh, wow.
Brought out the African choir and the African drum section. There was like 30 people on stage.
Every musician in the band played more than one instrument. At one point they had the drummer was playing acoustic guitar, and then the next song came out and he played a smoking lead solo on the guitar. It's like,
yeah, it was. We started about I think it was February. Well, when we first signed up to do, I don't know. It was several months long. It started in Cleveland, and we had to do 3 rounds of competition. It started with a round of voting. You had to come in the top 10 of voting in Cleveland. So we made it into the top 10. Then we competed 3 rounds in a row. And the winner of each city, which there were 86 cities worldwide competing, that went to another vote. So what they did was they had a voting period that was about 2 weeks long, and the winner from every one of the 86 cities did everything they could to try to get votes. You know, we hammered on Facebook. We went out and we had voting stations set up at all of our shows. We did crazy stunts on Facebook and YouTube to try to, you know, like, if we get such and such amount of votes, then we'll go out to the store dressed up in Daisy Dukes and, you know, do whatever. We did all kind of crazy stunts. So we did that and made enough votes to land in the top 10. And then once we were in the top 10, there was a panel of celebrity judges that included Stevie Van Zandt from Springsteen's band, the lead singer of the Guillemots, the lead singer of Portugal the Man, the CEO of Hard Rock Records was one of the judges, and there's 1 or 2 more.
The lead singer of Frightened Rabbit.
Frightened Rabbit, yeah. So there was basically a lot of singers of successful bands and record execs that were on the panel of judges, and they picked us for grand prize.
I can't believe it. Just almost seems surreal, you know, just as an outsider watching you make it. To see your pictures on Facebook and the video interview you had.
Yeah.
You're still reeling in it? Is it real that you did it? Or?
It wasn't until right after the show when we started seeing some of the pictures, and, you know, I saw some of the video footage of it. We just did that. We just played that show. It was real after that.
Still hasn't made that much sense to me yet, honestly. I mean, I've been back home and it's like we're kind of getting right back into our old routine, like it never even happened, only with a lot more work involved in what we're doing now, trying to cultivate some of the interest that was generated over there. But very, very surreal. Really awesome.
And so, what's next now? I mean, I know you're going to be working on the album, but I mean, how do you try to find that label support? How do you...
Well, basically it takes good songs and tight live performances and a good resume. And I think this last weekend was a huge notch on our resume. We can show them a live DVD. Hey, we came in first out of 12,000 bands worldwide in the competition. We played for 60,000 people. We opened for Springsteen. Incidentally ended up opening for Springsteen and Paul McCartney, who came out and jammed with Springsteen. It's like, I think with that, and we just keep working nonstop and work every contact that we have and keep writing good songs. More than anything, it's just writing music.